Halloween 2021 in the city. It's Sunday, kind of chilly. Look at this church here. Wow, I don't know if this house is, it's pretty cool. They're tearing down this church to build a condo, and I like this angle. Looks pretty, does look pretty Halloweeny, doesn't it? All right, cool. Let's do a turn around. It's like a bombed out World War II Berlin building. All the inside is gone, only the outside is remaining. It's crazy nice. Because what they did was they were bombing each other, super bombing each other back in World War II, because, you know, that's what they had to do, I guess. So we're back on, I don't know what it is, DuPont or something? DuPont Street. Checking out we're film machining this headlight, and we're gonna go and cover this store. We're film machining the sidewalk. Film machining the sidewalk here. It's an interesting variety store. I should check it out. I think I used to come back in that variety store back in the day, like a long time ago. And I think the son might be owning it, I don't know. Checking out some of the decorations for Halloween, and a very spooky ride tonight, isn't it? Not really. It is. The clouds are kind of dark and light. Some people are tricking in the street.
James Bond is very alert. Yeah. And alert. What's your James Bond? Be aware. There's danger all around you, Bond.
James Bond. That guy's James Bond, and the older kids are making fun of him because I think he's James Bond. He's wearing a suit and tie. One thing about Halloween outfits that I wore Halloween outfits a few times. I'm not a big fan of Halloween, but one time I wore a U.S. Air Force flight suit with a baseball cap, with just a black baseball cap. But I was wearing the flight suit, the original one, and the G-suit. Is it a G-suit or G-string? G-suit. I was wearing a G-string and a flight suit, man. No, the G-suit, for people who are aviationally not so much aware, it's like you wear it. It's basically looks like a pair of pants with lots of holes in it, in your crotch and your knees and stuff. And it gets attached to the plane, your jet fighter. So when you're doing tight turns, it fills up with air so that you don't pass out from the blood going out your foot because of the G forces, which is centrifugal, pitot, something force. When you go around the corner, you get shoved into the side of the car. The jet fighters go so fast that when you do that, the blood gets drained to your foot and you pass out and you crash to the ground. And you don't want you to do that, so they put you in this G suit. G being the gravity force. And that's what they do. So when you go in a turn, that thing pumps you up and your blood has no chance of going down. Anyway, so I wore one of those one year. That was pretty good, looked cool. And another year I put clay mud, pottery mud on my face. I'd done that with a model. I put this pottery mud on this model and then photographed him, and it kind of looked really nice. It looked like a statue. And I decided to do that last minute for Halloween. You know, I wasn't a big Halloween guy, and I had to go to this party as photographers. I go, you know what? It's kind of work party. So I put the mud on my face, and I looked like a statue, and that was pretty artistic. It looked good. Years later, I used that clay to put on my clothes when I went to a big award show, and that was interesting too, because everything looked very dusty and very Western. You know, I love using dust and clay and on the model's hair and body, clothes. It gives it that old, authentic Western. Everybody's dusted up look, like cowboy Western look, and that's pretty much. And one year I, put a hard hat on again. I used to work in construction. I had to put a hard hat on and ruler, and I was an architect, you know. So I'm not a big fan of looking like a clown going to a party. I never did that. Just not a big Halloween guy, I guess, you know. But if I had to go, you know, when you're working and, you know, clients invite you, you can't just say, I don't want to go to the party. You're a party pooper. So I did. And those are the 3 outfits that I ever wore. The architect was back in the 80s. And then the 90s was the Air Force. And Tom Cruise was doing a lot of Air Forcing, Top Gun and all that. So now I went to this party with this girl. What is that thing? Is that a... Oh. That's a... Is it Coyote? Yeah. That's cool. That's a Coyote. Let's follow the Coyote. Coyote on the streets. Huh, how's that? Where is he? Where did he go?
Down the street.
All right, I'm following him. 10-4. That's my Halloween costume. All right, let's not scare him. Yeah, no, I'm just watching him. I'm not bothering him. So we got a Coyote, dead center, 12 o'clock, right there. Can you see him? All right, he's going to the... There's a lot of kids around here too. Where did he go? Where did he go? Oh, I lost it.
Is that the dog or a coyote?
It's a coyote. Did you guys?
It's like a coyote.
Where did he go? This way? That's my Halloween costume, guys. Just.
Very good.
Did he go right in the building?
He went this way. I saw him.
I can't go to people's houses. That's crazy. I was following him from Runnymede, I guess. Wow.
Are you gonna post it somewhere?
No, I was riding along and.
You spotted him earlier somewhere else?
No, I was just filming, having fun, and then I saw him at Runnymede, like right across the street, and I kind of turned around and see where he's gonna go. I thought it was somebody's dog, but
Well, that's what I'm saying. Look, it looks to me like a coyote. You tell me. I hope
No, it was a
it's
coyote.
Well, the color and the way.
I mean, it looks like he knows where to go. I don't know what's.
Yeah,
I
there
don't.
must be a way to cut across.
To a park?
Might be cuter than raccoons, you know?
Yeah, raccoons could cause you a problem too if you.
Oh, they do.
I've had a lot of problems up north with the raccoons, you know, in my tent and anyway. All right, we lost them. 10-4. See you guys later. All right. A little hunt for the coyote in the city. That was a cute one. You don't want to scare him off because you don't want to scare and trap any animal off. And, it reminds me of the time that I was up north canoeing in the summer. And I ran into the middle of the lake. I saw a moose swimming along. So we kind of chased him a little bit. But we got pretty close to him, and he was kind of like, didn't want to come. He was like turning around, and I didn't want to tire him out. So I just, as soon as I got close to him, I pulled back because I just felt he was trying to escape us, and he was working too hard, and he wanted to get, drowned or something in a lake. Because, trying to rescue a moose in the middle of a lake in a canoe, it's a very Canadian thing, but I don't think anybody's done it yet. It's a super Canadian. You got to be a super Canadian to rescue a moose on a lake. You have to be like, I don't know what kind of skills you need, but that was kind of cute. It is that time of year. It's very dark. Around this area I've ran into a few coyotes. I'm sure they've already seen people and the kids around. There's tons of kids around too, but I mean, unless somebody really bothers him or traps him. It was cute because he knew how to cross the street, make a right and another right, and he's gone. Like I heard somewhere that when Mossad used to, back in the 70s, put their assassination teams on the street, drop a couple of guys off in a corner to hit somebody, like a bad guy that they thought he was a bad guy, And then when they took off, the rules were the getaway car was always 2 right turns from the incident. So if you're here, we make a right and another right, and it's there. That's why, in case you lose radio contact with your unit. Let's go inside there, see if there's any Halloween outside situation. 2 right turns, and the raccoon, not a raccoon, the coyote felt like a U. Come out, make a left and a left. Make a left, a right, and a left. That was his secret getaway. Alien ship getaway. I don't know, that's pretty cool. Let's go here and check out these stores while we're waiting. I like to check out stores, this is old school shops around here. This used to be, what is it, a Mexican restaurant? It's a Mexican restaurant. I came here once with my friend Anna. It's gotta be a drugstore with all the, and this is closed off. Let's check this out. Local stores in Toronto. They're always shop local, trying to support your local businesses. I say. It's hard to, it's hard to say that because sometimes people go on Amazon and you buy really cheap stuff on Amazon. So this is a Greek cafe. I don't know why I'm saying it in an Italian accent. Cause how do we turn around here? Yeah, it's always easy to say support your local business, but sometimes the local business is expensiver than Amazon junk. But it's sometimes junk will cost you more. Junk you buy as several pieces of junk to get one good one, right? I don't. This. I saw this when there's a shopping video. There's an edit in it. I bought some razors yesterday at a shopping, and I put a film up. And there was you could buy 8 razors or 4, and the price is accordingly different prices. But my guess is quick guess, like brain guess without calculating it, riding right into the residential neighborhoods. See if you can find any cool. So my guess is that if you buy 8, it's cheaper than buying 4 razors, right? We all agree on that? Yeah. But by the time you add the tax to it, the tax is gonna shift it up a little bit more money because you're paying, I don't know if I'm right mathematically, but it feels that way, right? The more money you pay, more percentage, it goes higher. And when you have 4 razors available to you sitting right there in your toiletry case, you're more likely to overuse it. You shave one day, and the best way to shave is keep your face warm. Can you see any of these? Too dark. Keep your face moist so that your beard gets soft. But if you don't one day and then it's not cutting it well, you just change the razor. Can you see any of this? Interesting. Some nice decoration here, but it's too dark to fully get an idea. So if you have so many items in your disposal, you're more likely to switch and use them more often. So the 20-30 cents you save per razor is going to disappear after you underuse 2 or 3 of the razors. So maybe even more. So yes and no. Everything is a yes and no. Nothing is black and white. This street is super busy. Oh my god. I wish we could see. Should have come here earlier. But we can't see any of the decorations, but you can hear the people, right?
Why I can pull it down.
Lots of people in the street. There's people dressed like cow. Cow is an easy outfit. Yeah, it's fun. Way too dark. Way too dark to see what's going on though. It's alright. At least the skies are blue. Yeah, so I switched it back to 4 blade, figuring, you know, if I have 4 blades, then I'm going to use them more cautiously, you know. And I think this is true also with when you go to Costco. Oh, smooth. This road's super smooth. When you go to Costco, you see anything here? Decorations? No, super dark. It's a weird day because trees are making it even darker because the trees still have leaves on them and they don't let a lot of the, I don't know, sun comes through. Not sun, but natural light of the sky comes through. Yeah, and when you go to Costco and you buy these big amount of stuff, like toilet paper or things that you can overuse, you know, cookies or snacks or what else, those things that you can overuse, then you tend to kind of overuse the stuff. Sky's gorgeous. That sky. Let's see if you can get a shot here of this. Beautiful. Might could be our thumbnail. Super dark in the city tonight on Film Mission, Ride and Talk. And you buy toilet paper. If you have like 20 rolls of toilet paper in your basement, you're like, screw it. I'm gonna use it to do this, to dry my hand, to, you know, use extra few pieces, you know. But if you have a few, then you're cautious. You don't overuse it. Wow. Is that our Christmas lights? Oh, tree's pretty cool. It even smells like Halloween here. It's the only car that I've seen while I was in this circle, I think. Well, that guy's got super lit costume. All I see is this red light. I don't know what that was. I think we just climbed the hill. We're gonna try to find the main street. Coyote was the highlight of this ride. It was cute. You know, there's some big ghostly things here. That's a pretty good one. Maybe we should come here during the day and if they're still around. Too bad you can't see the decorations at night for filming. Everybody's eating huge amounts of sugar. They go crazy and they go, Halloween's a crazy. People are crazy in Halloween because you fed them a box of sugar, guy. You know. Whew. Is this street gonna hopefully get us to a main street? I think so. It's gonna get back to, looks like a loop. We're gonna be looping to Runnymede. And then head to Bloor maybe? I don't know, something like that. Yeah, it's way too dark. Way too dark. You can hear people. Tons of people out here on the street. The other streets I was on, it wasn't that busy. Watch that kid. There you go. Told you she's gonna run across the street without looking. That's okay. Kids always do that. That's their job when you're a kid. That's what they do. They ask him, can he run across the street without looking? Oh, he's a kid. Let him in. That's the whole prerequisite for being a kid. If you can just run across the street without looking. You do that? Yeah. Then he's a kid. Actually, adults do that too. So, oof, adults do that too. Hit something on the road. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a coyote. Did we just run over a coyote? Mm-hmm. Oof. Something hit me in the face too. No, that's see if we can check this out. Wow, that's pretty cool. It's got sound and everything. Just sounds are super spooky.
Mr. Kitty!
Yes? Isabel.
No vacancy. That's pretty cool. Cool area for decorations. People are having fun. All right, let's get out. Ooh, look how many people are out here tonight. That sidewalk is packed. Can you see anybody? See anything? If this video is not that clear, I'm gonna get rid of it. But it's fun. I'm having a good time. Not everything we do, which is good time, we're gonna film. Not everything. Oof. See, we cut off that guy too. We jumped in front of that car. By definition, we're a kid too. There you go. We got front light and a back light on the bike. Yesterday I was doing a walk in the rain. And was I filming? Yes, I was. But I was doing I didn't post that film. Just for me. And there was this guy on a bike. He had a mask on too. Like not a mask. He had a Halloween mask. Ooh. Ooh. We almost nailed what do you call that car? Let's go in this street. Whew, smells like gasoline. Let's go in the street. Yeah, he had a Halloween mask on, and he had riding on the street, busy street. Absolutely, it was pretty dark too because it was raining. One of those fall nights that are moody and rainy, and no front light, no back light on a busy street, and it was barely visible. I think he had a few drinks because he was like being very overly friendly with me. You know, I was like, "Hey, happy Halloween." I was like, "Yeah, happy Halloween." And you know, he figures if nobody can see him on the road, how the hell they're gonna hit him, right? If nobody can see you on the road on a bike, who's gonna hit you? Nobody, because if they can't see you, how can they hit you? Don't take my advice for any of that. Okay. We're gonna end up, I think that's Bloor Street. Bloor Street or Jane Street? One of the two. We're gonna find out. We've been riding in the dark. Riding in the dark. This could be your last mistake. What song is that? Riding in the dark. This could be your last mistake. Let me think. Platinum Blonde. Yes. A famous Canadian band. I told people, was this the story I told on the video or no? Wow, this is cool. Jane Street. Thought it'd be. There was a story I said on one of my rides about Robin Black, the rock star that I photographed at one of the bars, and he had his foot on my friend's shoulder. He was actually tweeting about, you know, the world's funny. He tweeted about, I mean, he's no longer a rock star. He's a M&A star. He fights people now. He went from glam rock to fighting people in the cage, and I think he's coaching and he's pretty successful. And he tweeted saying, "Listen, I used to dress like Halloween every day, you know, black makeup and, you know, rock and roll and the whole thing." And I think it's kind of funny that as soon as I talked about him, what he does is what's that guy doing? I thought he was gonna pull a wheelie, show off, but yeah, again, he's got no light and he's in the middle of a road. Yes, sir. Beautiful. Oh, he's having fun. He's trying to play chicken with the cars. Let's go chase him. Yeah, he tweeted about that. Isn't that crazy? We were living in a simulation. I talk about him, and the next day, he tweets about it, and I haven't talked to him for a long time, so I tweeted back. I said, hey, I was just talking about you putting a foot on my corporate friend's shoulder throughout the whole rock and roll set. Good times, man. Let's see if he responds. But pretty cool guy. I did a lot of photo shoots with him too, so he knows me. And that was interesting that I would mention that in one of my walks as a story, and then he gets to mention it. He mentions the same thing, like the next day. That makes me think we're living in a computer simulation. Craziness, people, craziness. We're approaching Bloor Street. Film Mission is missioning the Halloween night in the city. But in the dark, we're in the dark. We need to call the US Air Force and ask for some infrared and night vision equipment, since they gave the vision equipment to the Afghani Talibans. I think we should call the US Air Force and go, hey, can we get some of those gear? Because we're trying to do field mission at night, and look at this, officer. It's pretty dark when it comes to back alleyways. Can we get some of your night vision? Because you gave the Taliban some. Can we have some too? Let's see if they do that. Or they're gonna tell us to get lost. Probably. Because we're not as good to them as the Talibans, probably. Was the Talibans they got the night vision, or who did? I don't know, one of those guys in Afghanistan. The Afghanistani people who kicked the Americans out, they got the night vision. Night vision would be good, actually. Is there such thing for a GoPro? There's got to be something, right? I see people with a green screen and all that. Let's do this cinema. This was a cinema, Odeon. No, it was a Humber Cinema. And let's do a turnaround here on a tight sidewalk without falling over. And look at this thing. We're gonna end the film here, but can we see this tower thing? Beautiful. Here we are at the corner of Bloor Street and what is this, South Kingsway. Thanks for riding with me on this Halloween night 2021. Catch you in the next film.